Hello everyone, my name is Devin Benson and I want to discuss how beneficial it would be for Big Tree Incorporated Landscaping to have an athletic trainer on site for major landscaping projects. I hope this presentation gives you a foundation for just how important an athletic trainer could be for your landscaping company. To begin, let's discuss the physical stress that your employees have to go through on a daily basis. We all know that landscaping is not an easy task. It requires very hard labor that increases your employees' chances of getting injured on the job. I know that you guys have arborists, landscape designers, certified irrigation personnel, and other personnel on staff that go through a ton of physical repetitions daily to deliver beautiful landscapes all around Southwest Florida. So injuries are definitely bound to happen on the job. Having a healthcare professional on site and on your staff for these projects could save trips to the chiropractor or physical therapist. An athletic trainer can identify poor lifting mechanics, which definitely could be happening a lot in landscaping if they are not properly educated on how to lift different bags of mulch or how to properly operate a wheelbarrow. And we can definitely fix those to prevent long-term issues such as low back pain. Not to mention, it is sunny and humid Southwest Florida, so your employees will be working in very hot conditions outside, and I can be there to properly assess and tend to any kind of heat illness. I think that's an overlooked condition that can occur in landscaping, and conditions like heat exhaustion and heat stroke can be easily confusing to the general public and to your employees, but as a healthcare professional, I know when the time is right to transport them to the hospital in case they do have, say, a heat stroke. It can also save you money if, say, an employee maybe over exaggerates a heat exhaustion and requires transportation to the ER, only to find out that it was just heat exhaustion, but you still have to pay that emergency medical bill. I can prevent that. I can make sure that when we are taking them to the emergency room, it is 100% needed and necessary. And I can also be there for any kind of heat exhaustion and making sure that the employees are properly hydrated and educated about the prevention of any kind of heat illness. How often have your employees had to find a first aid kit because they suffered from a cut or something worse? How often do you think they really knew the best way to care for that kind of injury? Your employees operate some dangerous equipment that can cause them harm at any time. I am trained to tend to first aid emergencies and can keep your employees going after minor injuries. I will also know when it is the right time to send that employee that suffered a major injury to the emergency room for further medical attention. Along with being first aid certified, I am also CPR certified. So in case any one of your employees needs CPR care, I will be on the scene and ready to save a life. On top of emergency medicine and prevention, I can also provide your company staff with rehabilitation programs on site. Instead of an employee with low back pain from probably improper lifting that I can also fix, instead of that employee with the low back pain going to the chiropractor for rehabilitation 3 times per week, which will definitely cost the company some money, I can give your employee a 5-day per week rehab program without the employee missing time from work. I can also bring the rehab room to your company. This saves your company a ton of money and a ton of time. Working under a local physician will make all of this possible. They will be my medical director for this employment opportunity. If further treatment is needed on an injury that occurs within your company, our local physician will be the first to intercept your patients. This will prove to be beneficial because I will be working directly with that physician that will be treating your employee, and I can carry out all further rehabilitation on site instead of the employee having to go to the physician to do so. This will cut appointments, and it will cut the amount of time that your employee would have to be away from work. On top of the medical attention I would be giving your employees, I can also provide crucial presentations aiming to educate your employees. These can range from proper lifting techniques, nutritional tips, and other ways your employees can take care of their bodies. This can increase the longevity of each employee's landscaping career. These presentations can also teach the employee how to be safe while working, which can definitely prevent major injuries from happening on the job. Deciding to hire me as your athletic trainer could save you a ton of money on insurance as well. If I can care for an injury on site rather than an employee having to go to the emergency room, that is money in your pocket. Say you have 50 employees and 15 of them end up using the company's insurance, and only 4 of those really needed to use the company's insurance. That's 11 people that I can prevent from going to your insurance for minor injuries that could have been resolved through an athletic trainer such as myself. In conclusion, I believe it is your best interest to hire an athletic trainer for your company. I can provide injury prevention, educational information, emergency medicine, rehabilitation, and much more. At any given time during a landscaping project, your employee could go down with an injury, whether it's major or minor. With myself being available, you will not have to worry about anything medical related, and you will be saving money. We will also have a direct contact to a local physician that will, if needed, be able to see your employees in an efficient way. Again, by hiring me, I can carry out all physician orders to your employees on site without having them take off time to schedule an appointment to go see the physician for any follow-up. To give it a test run, I will volunteer my time for a few weeks to give medical supervision at your landscaping projects. We can get employment feedback and see how helpful I am to your company. I believe that this will be one of the best investments you can make for your company, both short term and long term. I hope that you will consider this opportunity for both of us.